Ever get kind of fascinated by people with like the most specific niche careers?
Oh, absolutely. The ones that make you wonder, how did they even get into that?
Totally. And today we're diving deep into one of those stories. We're looking
Yeah.
at high-end real estate in Singapore,
Okay.
but not just like any realtor, right?
Right, right.
This is Simon Montero, 30 years in the business.
Yeah.
But get this, his thing is heritage buildings. 5 boutique hotels and 128 heritage buildings in Singapore. He's had a hand in those deals.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's incredible. You just don't hear that every day. He's carved out this, like, hyper-specific niche, right? It's not just property, it's heritage.
And that tells you something right there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
About the clients, the kind of value they're looking for. We've even got this quote from him right on this promotional material. Over the last 30 years, I've transacted 5 boutique hotels and 128 heritage buildings.
Wow.
That's a serious chunk of history, changing hands.
And it makes you wonder, who are these people? What kind of client base is looking for a piece of, well, old Singapore?
Right. Who are these clients clamoring for a piece of old Singapore?
Well, luckily we've got some clues. This PDF we have mentions he specializes in something he calls legacy investments.
Legacy investment.
Helping clients acquire trophy heritage properties for future generations. Now, to me, that just screams high net worth.
Oh, for sure. You're talking serious money.
This isn't your average real estate deal.
No, it's like, people buy an antique, but this is on a whole other level. This is a building. This is a legacy.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting because the document mentions that most of his clients aren't even from Singapore.
Oh, really? See, now that is interesting.
So you got to ask, what's the appeal of owning a piece of someone else's history, right?
It really makes you think, why Singapore? Why this kind of property?
It speaks to a certain, I don't know, prestige maybe, this desire for something unique, something with cultural weight.
And these aren't just any buildings, right?
No, not at all.
He seems to be dealing with some prime locations. This PDF, it lists out some of the streets he's transacted on. Blair Road, Amoy Street, Anshang Road, Club Street, Oxley Road, Timabling Road. Do those mean something?
You know what? Those names do ring a bell. We're talking about the historic districts, the heart of old Singapore. And those shophouses, they've got so much character, so much history embedded in those walls.
It's funny you should say that because this is where Simon's story gets really interesting.
Okay.
So this guy, he's not just in it for the real estate game.
Yeah.
He's got a passion for Singapore's history, a real deep dive. This PDF, it mentions that he's amassed this whole collection of like old manuscripts, books, historical maps, original building plans, everything. And all of it's related to the properties he handles.
Whoa, that's not your average realtor then. That's dedication.
Can you imagine? You buy this incredible heritage property and he shows up with like a 100-year-old diary from the family who lived there before.
Oh, that would be amazing. Talk about unique selling proposition.
It's incredible. It really adds this whole other layer to the transaction.
He's not just understanding market value, he's tapping into the stories, the history. Those things, those are valuable too. I bet that's huge for his clients, that connection to the past.
Absolutely. So we've got this picture. A specialist realtor, historic Singapore property, a global clientele who wants a piece of the past, and he's got a vault full of historical documents to like sweeten the deal.
That's quite